How about now? How about now? Oh, wow. What a disaster. What a disaster. Guys, I am so sorry about that. So, I don't know that anybody has chimed back in yet. Oh, man. What a wow. Sorry. Hey, Matthew. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, what a mess. Is it 101? I'm going to have to do all kinds of rearranging. Let me confirm that you guys can hear me okay. Wacky Streams entity. I mean, why would Livestream 100 be any different? Now I got to rework the thumbnails and all. I get it all right. But 15 minutes late, you can hear. It's a miracle. Yeah, so there was a setting. I use this laptop for other things, like extracting audio from old sound films and things. And I've had to adjust some settings, and I screwed up a setting and didn't realize it. So my apologies. We are back on again. Yes, we're only 15 minutes late. I mean, that's early for me. So welcome again to live stream number 100. Thank you guys, everyone, so much. Look at my beautiful wife. She's bringing this to me because it's right on there. Thank you, honey. Because we're doing something that we did during live stream 1, and it was the only time we ever did it. The only time. What a wacky start to live stream 100. Woo! You know, by the way, I wanted to wear the shirt depicting an image of probably likely one of the most influential film YouTubers ever to grace our eyes. Unfortunately, those shirts were out of stock. So I was stuck with wearing this one from this guy. So we'll have to put up with that for today. How's that? Woo! Yeah, I know. 48 minutes early. So sorry, guys. So we got Matthew's here. Jeffrey is here. Hey, Barry, Entity. I saw you guys on the first one, and I'm like, my wife's over here, and she's freaking out. She's like, I don't know. Don't worry. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. And once again, she was right. Best 8 minutes of my life. I can hear. Hey, Bonnie. You can hear. You retro. Wait, what is that? Retro Unfunk. That's right. Yes. Sprocket is here. Hey, there's Lime. Yay, my ears. Mike is in the house. Hey, radios. 48 minutes. Hit the like button. Yes, thank you, Jeffrey. Livestream 101. You know, Livestream 100 is cursed. I feel like that. I feel like, why on earth would it go right? It just wouldn't make any sense. I even forgot to turn on, you know what, I'm going to do it because, you know, that's how I roll. I'm going to turn on my overhead light because I just want an overhead light. Just to give it a little, you know, a little backlight. Woo! Entity, Curse 101 is always going to have some issues. 100 is always going to have issues. Just be glad the stream didn't get corrupted midstream. I know. At least we didn't get deep into it. Yes, thank you for sure. Hey, Jim from Greece is here. Sound after 100 restoration. Yeah, I know. Technically, this is live. No, because I'm going to delete the original. I am going to delete the original because we didn't do anything. Thank you, Mike. Yes, hit the like button. Mola's here. Shirt on the merch shop. You guys, nobody in their right mind would wear this outside the house. Hey, Cecil. If you wanted to have film YouTuber look, you'd have a bunch of Carhartt clothes on. Yeah. Thank you, Dana, for the cameras, films, and books. I don't think Dana's going to make it today. I got an email from our good buddy Angus. He's out filming. So that's the only really good excuse, is to be out filming. Only 2 cameras at the swap meet. No. You can leave it online. Just name it Disaster Stream number 1. Are you going to finally bring out the Leicas and Hasselblads? Hey, there's Jim Cahill. You better not delete 100. It's part of my complaint to the YouTube police. Foo. Is that a new video, Bonnie? Because he did an E6 Cinestill video a while back. But no, I haven't seen a new one. I was buying some cryptocurrency. It's going through the roof. Is it? Wait, no. Not crypto. I don't know. I used to have cryptocurrency, but I haven't messed with it in a long time. No one can hear you scream. Got 5 rolls of Super 8 back from the negative space this week. Still waiting on one more since it's Wolfen processed as negative instead of positive. They do good work. Negative space. Hopefully it comes out good. I ate through my popcorn already. So listen, guys, we have battled for the first 99 live streams through a lot of adversity. A lot of technical issues, as you just saw. We've had all kinds of mic issues and connection issues and sound issues, and we've gotten through them. So we got through this one as well. I'm just so happy to be able to say that we have officially made it to Livestream 100. I wouldn't be here without you guys. You know that. The original concept for these live streams, which were aptly named Coffee and a Camera, were going to be just that. They were going to be coffee that I planned on brewing live, and we would discuss a camera, and then we would kind of float around a little bit. Well, that happened for one episode, and that episode was episode number 1. So I thought it would probably be, well, kind of nostalgic to bring it on back, and let's do it again. We haven't done it in 98 episodes, so I'm going to make some coffee, and I'm going to make my favorite blend. Yep, I'm a loser. So I'm going to make some coffee while I've only done this one. Hey, there's my, cameraman Mike. Thank you, cameraman Mike J, for well, for everything you've done. You really have made a lot of what this channel is about. You guys, Michael J, or Mike J, that is cameraman Mike. As we know, we have that huge box set, the cameraman Mike sound film box set. He gave me a of a deal on all those films, really cheap, like $2 or $3 a roll. I mean, it was really a well worth deal, because I think deep down he kind of wanted to see what it was going to be about as well. So thank you, Mike. I really appreciate it, and thank you for being a part of this. I do appreciate that. Anyone else buying that's food in space? Got 5 rolls. I'm a little behind here. Hey, Katie, how are you? I got my Pro 4008 ZM back from the film group. It's not crystal synced now. Is that a good thing? Is it supposed to be crystal synced? I thought it was. They were gonna sync it. I don't know. I don't do this very often. The pour overs are great. Hey, Jimmy. Thank you, buddy. That's my brother. Living naughty. I'll see you guys in a little bit. My wife, Nicole, may not make it, Jim. She's a little under the weather, but we haven't decided yet. Oh, thank you, Jim Cahill. So this is warm water, and we're gonna make coffee right here. Mic issues or mic issues? How about a little bit of both? Now, in episode 1, I had this exact camera right here next to this 170-degree water, and luckily nothing happened. Hey, Nicole, would you be so kind as to grab me a paper towel? And in live stream number 1, I had paper towels. I don't know what I was thinking when I decided I would do this, but I thought it's just nostalgia. Nostalgia and the schmauja. Just like 2 is fine. Thank you. I know your Bowl U6008 has no sound, but really. Thanks, man. Glad my stuff got into the right hands. Yes, thank you, Michael. Thank you, Nicole. Yes, definitely. Caffeinol in a camera. Caffeinol in a camera. I am going to make some coffee right here live. I bought this little contraption, this little pour over, for live streaming, and it's like donuts. Never had it. Oh, it's okay. Give me a minute. I'm going to try to brew. And I've only used it that one time. Sarah's working as well. Oh, okay. Well, we may be solo. Well, I'll have my kids, but we're brewing coffee. We'll be with you in a minute. This is going to be a special 2-hour live. 2-hour. or as I like to say, to Howard. I have some interesting stuff. You know what? While I'm doing this coffee, I want to show you guys something. But let me preface by saying it was old, very old, 40-year-old, 30-year-old film. Thank you, honey. 30-year-old film. And I made this film specifically for this live stream. Again.
Hey guys, thank you guys so much for everything you've done.
Get some popcorn. I have a couple things I want to show you, but first and foremost, I'm going to show you this little film and it's very dark. It's Ektachrome 160 sound film, and that's all I'm going to say. Whoop, we don't want that, right?
Hey guys, thank you guys so much for everything you've done to make the first 99 Coffee and a Camera Filmboy24 live streams possible. As you obviously know, I never ever would have or could have been able to do any of it without you guys tuning in week after week, month after month, and making it possible. So for that, I say thank you. I love you all. You're all my family, I promise. I'm happy to be presenting this little film that hopefully is coming out relatively decent during live stream number 100. It's a big milestone for me. I just completed found film number 100, and we just so happen to be on live stream 100. We're moving right along. None of this is possible without you guys. So here is to the next 100 live streams.
I have my.
Ooh,
just give me the
blueberry.
It's
delicious.
Fine. I don't care if it's still.
Speaking of this little film, let me give you some specs on what we're using and what you're watching right now. This is a roll of Ektachrome, the old Ektachrome 160 Type A sound Super 8 film, or Super 8 sound film. I say old, it's actually some of the newest Ektachrome 160 that we can actually find these days. The process before date on the roll that you're watching right now is February of 1997. So I'm going to say we're going to put this roll manufactured sometime around 1995. So let's just go with 30 years old.
Careful.
Now I set everything up myself. Everything. So if the focus is a little off or the exposure's a little off, I don't know, it's all guesswork, especially with the exposure. There's only one person to blame, and it's, you know, that guy. I can't blame anybody else for it. I'm shooting this at approximately f1.8 with what I have available in here in manual exposure, 18 frames per second. And I'm using the shutter angle of 220 degrees. So we're opening it up a bit because we're shooting inside with minimal lights. I only have my 9 studio lights going. I'm keeping an eye on my timer here. Couple other things I wanted to mention. I'm super excited about what we have to look forward to for the next 100 live streams. I'm going to try to be as consistent as I've been for the first 100 live streams. Remember, we're going to do Sundays, 2 p.m. Eastern time, more than likely. And by the way, the audio that you're listening to, this is my little wireless Neewer, and all of this is recorded on the magnetic stock, the magnetic sound stripe on this old film. So without any more further ado, let's bring it back to Mike in the studio during the live stream. We got some fun live stream facts for you right now.
Yes, it is the same shirt. I saw somebody mention it's the same shirt. So I had high hopes that that would come out a lot better. But as I mentioned, I filmed it almost wide open. These cameras will stop down to f1.4. And I had it about f1.8, somewhere in that range, because when you do manual exposure on these, it kind of, you're really not 100% sure where you're at with them. So yeah, so I had high hopes for it. I did the best I could. I thought I was metering me. It's very difficult when you're doing it by yourself. I thought I was metering me at, you know, somewhere around ISO 50, but apparently it just wasn't quite enough. Hey Ben, thank you for popping in. So I got my coffee done, and I'm going to pour it now, and there's a little piece of lint in there. So I do have some kind of interesting little tidbits that I want to talk about. Facts. Let me try to get this coffee thing out of the way. I have, oh, thank you, honey. Hey, there's Jack. How are you, buddy? So here's a couple of interesting tidbits I want to tell you guys about. Let me get this moved back over where it goes. Now do you guys see why I don't do this whole brewing coffee live thing anymore? Thank you, Nicole. That's why we only did it on episode 1 and episode 100. Maybe episode 200 we'll do it again, for sure. I've seen that film before, missed a bit about a day that will live in infamy. Oh, do the pose on the shirt, yes. Is that the right direction? Is that the direction? No, it is. I had it right the first time. I don't know. Espresso. Espresso is all about my wife. I don't drink espresso. Oh, that stuff will knock me out. Hey, Jason, how are you, buddy? Thanks for popping in. All right, so you want to hear some really kind of neat tidbits? I have some interesting little facts about live streaming. Well, what started as just a fun little experiment to see if anyone would ever tune in, I wasn't real sure that anyone would ever tune in, turned into just a fun hangout. I really enjoy doing this. Livestream 1000. Why don't you have Nicole co-host? Woo! Yeah, I don't know if that would ever happen.
I'm the behind the scenes girl.
She's the behind the scenes girl. Nicole is not front of the house. She's back of the house. Do more coffee every time. I know. I love making coffee. I love drinking coffee. I just don't know that it's, I have this really tiny little space, and I don't know what this is good to do, but I do love my coffee. I am using OBS, Jim. I'm not very good at it, but I am using it. Yeah. She could be your admin man. Oh, that is correct, sir. Yes, she could. Ooh. So here's some fun little tidbits. So the first thing I wrote is what I just said. Originally, it's going to be discussing a single camera and brewing a cup of coffee and having fun for a half hour to an hour. Well, half hour to an hour is a little different than what we do now. Live stream number 1 was February 26th, 2023. Live stream number 99 was September 14th of 2025. And live stream 100 is October 5th of 2025. That was mainly just to have a mark in there for me so I don't forget. All right, live stream 1 through 99. This is a fact. Where's Bonnie? Bonnie would like this fact. Bonnie's facts. Live streams 1 through 99 contained right at 7,899 minutes of me doing this. That is rounded roughly to 132 hours of yakking with my people. So Mike, got a small question before I try it. How are firearms on Super 816 camera? Would the discharge of the firearm have any effect on the film tracking, or do you think it would be... Well, no, it would be fine. Yeah, you obviously won't be able to see the projectile, but I see no issue with it. This is 30, Bonnie. 30 frames per second. 16. So that was a Bonnie tidbit. The average live stream length across the first 99 live streams is exactly, excuse me, I got the hiccups, 80 minutes or 1 hour and 20 minutes. So my point was, I'm wanting to do half hour to 1 hour live streams, and the average is 80 minutes long. Congrats on your century, Mike. Oh, thank you, Ben. My streaming journey has been similar, but you clocked up way more minutes. You know what, Ben? Here's the difference. You have a purpose. I'm going to beat myself up on this one. You have a purpose on your live streams. Yours typically have particular meaning behind them. So, and I've watched most of your live streams, and everybody learns something specific during your live streams because you wait until you have certain topics to discuss. Me, I just do a lot of babbling. So that's how I racked up 100, because it's more of just a chill chat session here, where yours are more educational, and people actually learn things while watching yours. They learn that I like to talk a lot when they watch mine. So congrats to you, though. I know you've done quite a few as well. Can't be so bad then, huh? We're still listening to this yapping and keep coming back for more. Woo. I saw that. I got some coming, Bonnie. The new 135, the Kodacolor 200. Is a high-speed film camera on your bucket list? I mean, I would love to have one, Jason. I would. But it would have to be high speed to justify, because I mean, yeah, most prosumer cameras go up to 36 or 64 or even 72 as their high speed, which is of course nothing compared to the 4,000 frames per second that some cameras will do, and it's for firing a bullet or you know, certain things that are super fast, and you get about 1 or 2 seconds out of those. How many minutes total? 7,899. I learned onions don't develop film well. No, they do not. Adrian Cousins is good with those alternative processes. He likes developing with everything. I mean, you give him a bucket full of dirt and he'll figure out a way to develop film with it. Just don't want to suddenly end up with scratched, damaged shots. I'm also planning, well, I mean, I wouldn't point the gun at the film, but I'm also planning to copy a few ideas from Carpenter's film shots, especially guerrilla photography. Well, that's a good one to learn from. Yeah, I can't imagine it having any ill effects on film. Don't yourself down. I learned tons from... Oh, thank you, Ben. The feeling is mutual, my friend. I assure you. How many contain Leicas? I think I mentioned Leica in probably a half a dozen, and I've only owned one actual Leica still camera, a Leica M3, that I bought at a flea market for $10. But I have a I got a camera I want to show you guys in a minute. So here it is, the live stream. This is an interesting fact, Bonnie. Live stream, you know, I do cancel and or postpone live streams from time to time because things happen, life happens. You guys know that. Not everybody makes every live stream, and the same with me. I can't actually conduct every live stream, so we do skip some, we miss a few. However, I do advertise them for every Sunday, so that's every 7 days. My live stream frequency over the last 931 days, which is 99 live streams, is once every 9.4 days. I mean, that's pretty consistent. That's close to my once every 7 days. So that's pretty consistent. Now, if you sprinkle in the 6 members only live streams that I've done, I mean, we're getting closer to one every 9 days. What else? In terms of the number of views after a live stream was posted, right? After it went not live anymore. What do you call that? After it uploaded and we were no longer live. In terms of number of views on those, the most viewed live stream was number 54, right smack dab in the middle, and the least popular, based on the views, is number 37. Now, if you'll remember, it's kind of like Livestream 100. It's split in two. I believe it was number 37 that we had an issue with halfway through, and we had to end it and start over again. So there's a 37A and a 37B. What are you going to do? I have a Lycena RT1, great camera. I thought you did. unlive. Yeah, when the videos are unlive. Mike, you promised me for 100 live stream, Angelina Jolie and Quentin Tarantino. Yes, Jim, you are correct. They unfortunately had to reschedule. So they'll be here tomorrow when we're not live anymore. Total amount of days is almost the same as my Duolingo streak. Oh, nice. Congrats. Entity, you'd have to really bash the camera physically to damage the weird scene cut in Bullet. There's also a chance the film could just feed wrong, which is unavoidable. Yes, especially at 4,000 frames a second. You know, 4,000 frames a second, you couldn't do it with Super 8. Well, you could, but it'd be less than a second, and you'd be through the frame, you know, through the cartridge. It's so hard to get those serviced. Good to know the place exists. All right, so let me tell you this. All right, concurrent viewers. So the most viewers that my live streams have ever had at any one given time. Like not like right now, I got it going up there. I think there's 27 people currently here. So in terms of the most at any one time, we had the least amount was Livestream 11 and Livestream 26 are tied for first in the least amount of viewers, and that was 15. So the live stream at its peak, Livestream 11 at its peak had 15 viewers. The most concurrent or live viewers at any one time was Livestream 66, and that was 47 viewers at one time. 3,600 frames, Jack. The Mansfield holiday camera I got from Dana is pretty quiet runner. Yeah, Dana, we're going to talk about Dana or Angus McNaughton here in just a second. He's such a good integral part of this whole, he's such a big part of this channel, and he's just a super guy, like most people are on here. So that means the average concurrent live viewers, we're very close to that right now, over the first 99 live streams is 29. I'll take that every day. We have a really good little core community here, and I really like it a lot. So here's a fun one. Here's a fun one. And this person is actually in the chat right now. Can anyone tell me, no cheating, who was the first ever live stream comment on my end? Live stream number 1, the first comment, and what was the comment? Go. We'll get back to that one. Uh-oh, Mike, the autofocus is going. The curse of 100 streams. Oh, is it going in and out? Moses. I love the castle. Hey, Tina. Love you. It was not radios. Anyone know? It was not Entity. This person is in the live chat today. Here's a fun one. I'll let you guys mull that for a minute. Here's a fun one. I got a little clip I want to show you. I got to find it. Maybe I don't. Do I not? Did I not upload it? Oh yeah, here it is. All right, this clip is about 10 seconds long, 12 seconds long. Tina. It was not Travis. 47 viewers, spreading the pain. Jim, he said, what did I just watch? It was not, thanks, Jeffrey. It was not Bonnie, someone from the planet Earth. Was it Cecil DeVille? That's a really good guess, Ben, because I think Cecil was there for sure, but he was not. That's not the right answer. Hey, Lori. That's my other sister. Tina and Lori are both in the house. They are my beautiful sisters. Hello, happy 100. Thank you, sweetie. Love you. I was there, but don't remember commenting. No, you were definitely there, Cecil. All right. So the first ever mention, you guys will get a kick out of this. The first ever mention of the Filmboy24 Film Festival Showcase was live. Love you, Lori. Was live stream numero. Look at that guy. I know, it was a baby. That's only a couple years ago. That was live stream number 3. Live stream number 3. So that would have been in 2023 that we mentioned it, 2 years ago. Hey, Mike Rook is here. The wall has collected, I know, a lot of things. You guys should see my very first video ever posted on August 8th, I think, or 10th of 2020 on this channel. It's just me standing up, like in front of this, just a couple minutes long, trying to tell you who I am. And Thomas Edison, and the comment was, Mary Little Lamb. Piper, Dad, why are you talking to a camera? No, but I'm glad you mentioned Piper. It's collected. The wall has collected. Yeah, definitely collected. Oh, the Airflex giveaway. All right, let's give it away. I'm going to tell you who it was. The very first comment on live stream number 1 was from our good friend Flying O. Yes, that's correct. Mike at Flying O said howdy. Thank you, Mike. Mike has been here from day 1, as have a lot of people. Cecil and Jeffrey, and Lyle is not here right now. I haven't seen him, but there's been a lot of people here from day 1, and man, I appreciate that. So yes, Mike was comment 1, and the comment was howdy. Yes, I'm not kidding. Speaking of our good friend Piper. Piper has been, you were a little late, Jason, but that's all right. I'm just glad you're here now. Speaking of our good friend Piper, because I love talking about Piper because she's my second born, and she lets me talk about her still, and my firstborn kind of just hides. Everybody knows Piper. Anybody want to venture a guess on when Piper first joined us on a live stream? And there's a follow-up to this question. When did she first join us? Whoa, speak of the devil. This is Piper, if you don't know. This is my youngest. She just turned 10. So when is the 4K UHD Blu-ray of the first 100 streams best of? My wife, Jeffrey, has actually wanted me to go through every stream and pick out bits and pieces. And I started, and I got to live stream 3 and gave up. Episode 4, Revenge of Piper. Piper sighting, Piper sighting. Hi, Piper. So when did she make her first appearance? Hey, look who that is. Who is that?
Aunt Lori.
Aunt Lori. Say hi, Aunt Lori.
Hi, Aunt Lori.
It was not number 3, but let's show you. And there was another special guest that popped in. You want to tell them who the special guest that popped in with you? Who was also on live stream number? All right, here's a very quick glimpse at live stream number 1. And making an absolute rare, look at her short hair, making a very rare appearance with Piper on live stream number 1 was, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. You just called her. She was 13.
Oh.
That's my oldest. She is now almost 16. What do you think about that? That was live stream number 1. Now, coincidentally, prior to that, I know. Well, you'll get a kick out of this too, Mike. Prior to that, prior to live stream 1, I did a video. Prior to live stream 1. This was the 5th video that I ever published on my channel. And it featured none other than that was a 10-year-old Katarina. This is a 10-year-old Piper. That was a 10-year-old Katarina. So at that age, I mean, I might have her only for another, I don't know, will you still make appearances for maybe 1 more year?
Yeah.
My mini me.
Just a second.
That was the interesting facts that I had compiled for live streams. It's very rare for her to, for my oldest daughter to come out of the bedroom for one, or wake up, or, you know, she's a teenager. So to get her on camera, I was elated. I wish I could still do that, but I think those days are gone. You're feeling very old now. I know, me too. That mystery box was fun. That was a fun little video that we did. Yes. Comment, that's an hour of my life that I won't get back. What'd you tell her?
Sissy said maybe that she may come out on the camera after she's done with her makeup.
She might come out and say hi?
Come out and say
All right. Well, we may get a rare appearance here in a little bit, because we have a 2-hour live stream. So we're going to have some things and have some fun, you know. What a cutie. Katarina is getting tall. You guys should see her now. And she has a boyfriend. Whew. Hey, I mean a friend. Hey, Bobby Clements is here. Filmboy24, inspired from World Industries Flameboy. I know from experience. Hi, Piper and Kat. Who's that? Uncle Tina. Is that what you were going to say? Looking forward to Piper's first film. Say hi, Aunt Tina.
Hi, Aunt
Actors.
Tina.
Yeah, I know. I got a built-in cast. Bring back the mystery box. I mean, now, because I did that one with Katarina when she was 10, so maybe it's time to try it with Piper.
What?
Are you guys down with that? Do you guys want a video
Try
where we
what?
do the mystery box challenge? You
What's
sit
that?
with me. Well, I'll put a mystery box of 5 items, kind of analog film related. I'll set them in front of you, and let's see if you can guess what they are. Would you do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I would do that.
All right, mystery box coming. Props do help. That's an old skateboarding company. I also see the number 24 in your name as the number 6. Oh, is that a skateboard company? I was wondering what that was. World Industries Flameboy. No, that's not where I inspired it from. The 24 is not 24 frames per second. Does anybody know where the 24 comes from in Filmboy24? I've mentioned this before, and I've talked about it. So if you've paid attention, you know where the 24 comes from. If Piper moved one step that way, you would know. Yes, Jeffrey remembers. Woohoo! Hey, there's Barry. Gordon. Trust the Gordons, fisherman. Man, we got a lot to go through. So, I had an old Filmboy24 page on Facebook. If anybody has emailed me or messaged me through the original Filmboy24 page, it was like a business page or something I did, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. I just deleted it because we now have the Filmboy24 community page, and we don't need 2. One Filmboy24 is enough. 1 is enough. Don't remember exactly who, but some race thing. Yes, it was Jeff Gordon. Nicole was 24 when you started dating. Hey, Rich. Nicole, how old were you when we started dating? I think she was actually. I believe she was 20. Either 23 or 24.
Young and dumb.
Yeah. Stop. She said young and dumb. All right, so what's going on? Bobby says, love it. Curious to see if I would have seen it without your help. Oh, sorry.
We're doing this one for 2 hours?
Yeah, it was a 2-hour stream. You want to come back in a little
Are
bit?
you clueless?
No, I'm waiting for Sissy to come.
Oh, well, she may never happen.
Coming out. You know
Hi, Mike. Nice to see you with
No,
your daughter.
she
Thank
said
you,
maybe.
Stas. I appreciate it. I'll call you Stas. I think we always did that. I know it's Vlad. Not Riju Gupta. Hey, thanks for your videos. I could do ECN at home because of you. Love from India. Thank you very much. First, for being here and for that nice comment. I really appreciate it. Love from the U.S. to you in India. Thank you for being here. I was going to send a bunch of Gordon stuff unopened, but I forgot. Your mic makes you look like a photography unicorn. It does. Oh my God, it does. I have to put it in the... Look! Go down.
I told you,
Go down.
Mommy.
Looky. She's almost 16 now. And she decided to come for Livestream 100. Thank you for being here. She's got braces, but she's getting very close to being done with them. Aren't you like 3/4 of the way done now?
I don't know.
That is my big girl. God, can't believe how
Hi,
old she's
welcome
getting.
back.
Give me water.
Hi, Kat. Hey, look, Kat.
You're sitting
Aunt Lori, hi. Well, hi.
Well, hi, says Mike. Hey, there's Pop. Say hi, Pop. Welcome back, Miguel and girls.
Hi.
This is just a family reunion.
You're a lucky dad.
What'd you say? Thank you, Jim. I am very much a lucky dad. I got great kids. I really got lucky. Really got lucky. We've had no trouble with them yet.
What was that?
I'm knocking on wood.
Oh.
All right, back to it. Thank you, Jim Cahill. Thank you, Jim Cahill. If you guys don't know Jim Cahill, he's right there in the chat. Hi, Longs. God bless you. God bless. Happy Sunday. Thank you, Stillmatic. Thank you very much.
Mike, you are surrounded.
What kind of coffee are we? Well, you know, I went kind of, commercial, corporate. I'm just drinking some Dunkin' today. I usually have a flavored mix, and I have lots of it. But like a fool, I wanted to make it live, so I did a pour over, and that's the only coffee I had that was ground, because we use the Keurigs. So I used my Dunkin'. Long is supposed to be my actual last name too. Is it really? My dad was adopted. Oh, no kidding. Mike, you are surrounded by flowers. Yes, I am. That's both a blessing and a curse sometimes. Can never go wrong with Dunkin'. Well, in ground, it is one of my favorite all-time coffees. But I do like some flavored coffees. And I get a lot of flavored coffees in the Keurig. Thank you, Jim Cahill. I don't think I ever messaged him, or maybe I did. Go see Mom.
Bye.
Love you. Jim sent me these pieces, and I really appreciate it. Jim is always taking good care of me, like most all of you do. But a strap for my 4008 ZM2 and a handle extension. Now, my camera is put away, but this is the handle extension for the Beaulieu 4008. So you would attach this to the bottom of the handle and go to town. So thank you, Jim. I really appreciate it. Which Canon is on the table? So I'm gonna get to that in 1 second. So what's the next? What is the next 100 streams? Construction of the Filmboy24 studio and lab, Filmboy24 merch shop, and the 2026 Filmboy24 Con. Man, wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't that be awesome, Jeffrey? I would love to have a big get together. Off to walk around the forest barefoot with a camera while I look for garter snakes. Now that's a challenge I can get behind. Bobby, thanks for being here, buddy. I appreciate it. Dunking the cops go to the berry. I drink community. My mom, Cecil, loves community coffee. It's not my favorite, but she liked it a lot. She's the one that introduced me to it. I have gotten it here. Hey, Ken Knight is here. Whoop, I hit something. How are you, Ken? Just bought a Kiev 16U. Surprised to find it had battery compartments. Did it come standard with an electric motor, or is it usually a wind-up? You know what? I don't know, Ken. I've never had one of those. I've seen them, but I've never had one. So that is a very good question. Hopefully, or maybe somebody in the comments might know that a Kiev 16U comes standard with an electric motor. I would think it would come standard if it has a crank, that it's probably standard wind-up. Reading the Jim. Yes, this is from after reading the dad jokes. I would definitely be down for a get-together. We got to find the right time. That looks like it is. I know I'm sorry. Harjit Singh? This is a Canon 1014 XLS. The only reason this camera is up here is it was up here on Livestream number 1, and I'm getting nostalgic. So we have it up here for Livestream number 100. And I'm going to show you guys. I did shoot, as you know. Thank you again, Jim Cahill. I did shoot that goofy video that was very underexposed with this actual camera. And I wanted to show you guys. Subscription added, just stumbled upon your channel as I was packing my things, need some ground. Thank you so much, Bobby. And thank you for being here for the live. I appreciate it. And I appreciate the subscription. I'm with this side. Fresh beans all the way. Yeah, well, did he say that? Roast some beans at home. I have done that before. I've done it before, and I've also ground my own, but then you're just buying already pre-roasted beans. Lucky13 is here. What flash would you recommend for the Canon AE1 program that is also beginner friendly? You know, I have a bag of about 20 flashes, but here's the thing, I don't really use a lot of flashes. So maybe somebody could give Lucky13 a recommendation for a good AE1 program, which I have right there. A good flash for his Canon AE1 program. I can't go wrong with the Canon flashes. But that's a really good question. That's a really good question. We have 40 people in here right now. Thank you guys for being here for our special edition 2-hour live stream number 100. If you're just joining us and thinking this started at 2 o'clock, we actually started at about 1:15 today because we had an issue. We started at 1, but there was no audio. And I had to work some settings over in the old laptop here to get it right again, and now we're here. We're almost halfway now. I know. We're halfway to 200 live streams. I have a Canon 814 XLS and 1014 XLS. The Filmwave replaced the gears and they purr now. Well, I think I've decided, Jim, that I'm going to treat myself for making it to live stream 100. This is also a Canon 1014 XLS up here on the shelf. I have a third one that works fine in its case up there. This one just died on me. Mid-use, it just stopped. So he may get that one to try to repair for me. Because it's doing no good sitting there collecting dust, and that is exactly what it's doing. It's collecting dust. You got probably got one of the auto thyristor. Yeah, those are actually great little flashes too. I have one or two of those. I like my Nikon R8 better, and no worries about killing. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not great at pronunciations. I still call it UMIG, and I know it's OIMIC, but I call it UMIG. That's what it looks like to me, the camera. Vivitar. I mean, I have a whole bag of flashes. Took all the batteries out. I got a flash with the Debonair too. Ken Knight says, can't seem to choose the 48 frames per second that comes with it. I'm guessing the electric motor mod may be stopping it. Thinking of getting a second as they are only around 250 bucks. That's reasonable. But 48 frames per second that comes with it. That's fast. Anything with an auto thyristor will work great. Of course, if TTL dedicated, that helps. Mike, you got any currently on listed on eBay? I highly recommend Michael J, guys. Those of you that are just joining us, Michael J is actually Cameraman Mike of the Cameraman Mike sound film box set. He has a plethora of items listed on eBay all the time, many of which are film related. So be sure you check him out. If you look at my last found film video, found film number 100, coincidentally, I put a link to his eBay store in the description. So check him out. I use the original Canon flash. I honestly don't think you can go wrong with that, Cecil. I don't remember if the AE1 had through the lens flash at port. I know the series cameras did have it though, the T-series cameras. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm way more into cinefilm than I am still film, so I've kind of pushed all my still stuff to the back burner. Rest in peace, Canon. Jim Cahill, do you prefer the 814 or 1014? I don't think there's any difference, is there, other than the zoom? Is there any difference between the 1014 and the 814 other than the size of the lens? I never had good luck with the XLS cameras until these two. Mike, you getting close to the time when the Elmo... I have that out because I wanted to show you guys a couple of unique cameras. Yes, this is the 1014 XLS. This is one of my favorite cameras. I know it gets a little bit of, you know, poop because it's very fragile, and they do break down. They do break down. They're so feature rich. Can you guys see that? They're so feature rich for what they were. I think this came out in 1980. So for what they were, it's one of the most advanced Super 8 cameras you can buy in terms of features. It does dissolves and fade-ins and fade-outs, and it's auto and manual exposure, and you can adjust the shutter angle. So there's a lot to these cameras that I enjoy, but man, are they finicky. It's almost hard to pick them up because everywhere you grab, you're actually hitting something. Like you're hitting a button or a control or something. So they can be tricky to manage. I shot a members only film with this camera a couple days ago, the same day that I shot the film you guys saw earlier that was severely underexposed. And I used this microphone, which is the same mic, my unicorn mic. See it? Let me move it to the side so I don't look like a unicorn. So I used this mic, but I had it turned all the way up inadvertently. And I know it's going to come in and out because as I turn my head, but... So I had it turned all the way up, so the sound is so bad, it just peaks all over, and it's just terrible. I'm going to post it anyway to my members only section, to my members only. Thank you, members, by the way. We'll be posting that soon. It's also underexposed, but just beware, man. The audio, I fixed it, as you guys could tell. The audio was a lot better. Well, you don't know the first one, but. I had this turned all the way up inadvertently, the levels, right? Because you can adjust the audio level right here when you're shooting sound film. Well, that's what I did. I shot sound film. So I had this inadvertently turned all the way up to 10. It goes to 11. And I had this cranked up all the way to 5, which is as high as it would go. So yeah, we peaked out everywhere, and you know, we hit the what do you call that? The limits. You know, we killed it. I was thinking with A1, with AI sort of thing, more film cameras might be used, say, certain footage is authentic, like real events. I hope. I love film cameras, man. Rakin, how are you? When is a good time to shoot 24 frames per second or 60 on social media? Well, do you mean film? I mean, I would always shoot 24 frames per second on film. 60, I guess, I mean, I'm not sure why you would shoot 60 on film unless you want slow motion, but I mean, you could render it at 60 frames per second. It would be really smooth, but I don't see why you would need anything but 24 for social media. In fact, I shoot all my YouTube videos on digital, my regular YouTube videos, and they're all shot at 24 frames per second, or 24p progressive. It does, yeah, rewind. It does rewinds up to 72 frames, I believe, Jim. Because the rewind in these, it just kind of crumples the film, and you can't do too much. What are the weak points? Well, it's so funny you mention that. I have 3 of these, and each one had one little issue. This one, the battery thing didn't work. One of them, the footage counter doesn't work, and then one of them had issues when you changed the filming speed. It would stay at 18 or something like that. I think that may have resolved itself. I mean, the gears wear out in them, as Jim Cahill will probably attest to, and you have to get them replaced. They're just finicky. They're so electronic heavy inside. There's very few people that will work on them. So when you have that many, it's like new cars today. When something goes wrong, it's a computer issue. Kind of the same with this. I mean, this is a 45-year-old camera. Something goes wrong with it. You know, this was advanced 45 years ago. There's circuit boards and wires and electronics. It's going to be an electrical issue, probably. The only Super 8 camera that I know if we can do back winds of silent carts are the Niso 6000 series. Would love a Niso. Hey, Pop! A camera saved my drone from getting lost after it hit a tree. Not show. Oh, that's awesome. You got to be careful. Those darn trees always jump out at you. 24 frames always on social media. It looks better. Yes, I concur. I have some film in my Niso 6080 right now. Yeah, I think Jim Cahill, I think Brendan might be getting for repair, see if he can do anything with it, my 1014 XLS and my Niso 6080. Because neither one of them are running currently. Is that a 16 millimeter on your desk? This is Super 8. This is a Canon Super 8. Lucky 13, you could do 30. I mean, if you're shooting digital, I would, yeah, 30. I would probably do 30 for the most part. I shoot, here's the thing. I shoot with my Canon M50 in 4K, 24p for my normal YouTube videos. And I do that primarily because a lot of the films that I show in conjunction with my YouTube video itself are shot at 24 frames per second. So it kind of keeps everything on the same speed. Now you can obviously, I show 18 frame per second video or films as well, and you can integrate that, and you do the pull down and all of that. It does it automatically. So 24 frames per second will always be a tiny bit jerkier than 30 or 60 frames per second as it relates to digital. I guess it goes without saying, you know, for all of it, film as well. But I love the look of 24. Super 8 Stillmatic. The only camera I feel comfortable doing in backwind is the 4008 ZM2. Yeah, mine doesn't have it though, Jim. You know that. So Stillmatic, no, this is a Super 8 camera. This takes silent or sound cartridges. This is a sound cartridge. Just longer because the sound got recorded underneath and the picture got recorded on the side. So it will take those, but it will also take the smaller silent cartridges. So with that, I'm going to put this down on the floor here. I want to thank Dana or Angus McNaughton. Dana sent me not only sent me some more fun, old school, vintage disc cameras, but look at this bag he sent me. This is our good buddy Dana. He also sent something to Piper that he had bought for like one of his kids or somebody he knew. Just a good old, I think it's from 2000. Look at this. The Coca-Cola camera. Now it does have the batteries, 2 AA batteries from Kodak. And I don't know, let's try to get the zoom camera, see if it's working. Look at the, he even told me, he goes, they're corroded. Can you guys see the corroded batteries in there? Hey, the batteries have been in there 25 years, you know. So Piper got really excited when she saw this, Dana, and I know you'll probably be watching this later. Let me show you something if I put it on here. I may not have put it on here. Oh, yeah. This, Dana, this is for Dana because that was her when I first handed it to her. She got all excited. And she can't wait to mess with it. So thank you, Dana. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But check this out. He sent me this cool swanky bag. Kodak bag with, I mean, we're 80s here. Look at this. He knows I like these weird film stocks. Weird film stocks. Look at this. Fun with disc film. So he sent this to me. I love the handle on it too. Look at this handle. It's metal. It's one of those snake handles, you know, what do they call that chain? Look at this funky disc camera. This is the Disc 6000. This thing folded down like this. Woo! Oh, I love these. I had one. I think we used it one. Kodak disc. SpongeBob chocolate episode. Cool, especially taking photos the holiday season is a perfect camera. It is. She's going to love doing that. So he also sent me a couple of discs. And then he also sent me this one. So thank you, Dana. I know you're probably watching this. Oh, that's right. The Disc 8000. This is the 6000. And I have the 3000. It's over there somewhere. Look at this gold series. Woo! Not even loud at all. But these are so awesome. They did not last. I'm going to do a video on these. I keep telling myself, I keep wanting to do a video on some of these lost formats. These formats that didn't make it. And it's coming. I had shot a couple of rolls, so I'm going to put a couple rolls through these. I got some processing to do, and I got these cool little processors that I'm going to use. I've also been contacted by a company that makes a processing machine, a little processing machine, and they want me to try it out. So we'll talk about that later because I don't know how that's going to work yet. Thank you, Angus, Dana. I really appreciate it. So does Piper. I have the negative disc. Try to scan it on the scanner. Negative. Yeah, I have the from the what's the film holders? What's the guy that makes those negative solutions? I have one for all kinds of different formats, and I have the disc, so I could put 2 discs in it, and so yeah, kind of Lime, yeah. Hey Dylan, how would you develop these discs? Well, it's Dylan. Those are C41. And they will go in a Patterson tank, and I have, here, let me show you guys. I want to talk about these in a dedicated video. I promised the guy I would do it, but I paid for these. But it's such a neat idea. But these are 3D printed. This is a disc holder for a Patterson tank. It's made by this fella on Etsy from Film Stuff Lab. So go to Etsy, look at Film Stuff Lab. This is for discs. You can put 3 discs at a time on one reel. So this will hold 6 because this is 2 reels. He made these. These are for Patterson tanks. That will hold Minox film, which is another one of those goofy formats that I want to experiment with. And this one right here is for APS film. And Dana also sent me APS cameras and film. So this will hold the advanced photo system, you know, Kodak's, you know, didn't work format. So he makes these, and these will fit Patterson tanks. So we will be getting into that in a separate video. I promised him a while back I wanted to talk about them. I haven't had a chance yet. Michael J. said, I had a 1-hour lab in the 1980s. This film was popular. Yeah, and you had a little, a different kind of developer, right, Mike? There was a different kind of development for it. It was C41A, and they did it a little bit different. Wonderful addition to the collection. Yeah, I know. That's the one you had, Mike. Fancy. Disc cameras, lovely styling, absolutely horrible images. I mean, they're about the size of a Super 8 frame. I mean, they're tiny. Oh, Retro said, I have a review, but never tried it out. Get on it. Get on it. Get on it. Regular 8 at 18 frames per second. Ben says, it wasn't a computer disc, it was a spindle that held little squares of film stock that rotated. Yeah, the little disc, I had one. I got one sitting out somewhere, actually out of the thing. 8mm guy, hey there, I just sent in some film to Pro 8 of the first wedding I shot on the new Kodak Super 8. Very excited. 8mm guy. Is that Tom? Are you Tom? 8mm guy has a, I think that's Tom, right? You have the new Kodak Super 8 camera. Those things are pretty cool looking. So I'm trying it out myself. I know I got to befriend, there's a lab down the next city over. They have a YouTube channel as well, but I need to befriend him because he has one of those new Super 8 cameras. 8mm guy. I think it's obvious, but why weren't Super 16 film carts ever made? You know what? Well, they never made the cameras for one, and the cameras had the regular gates. And are you talking about like Super 16, like cartridges like these, 16mm cartridges? I don't know. I think when the cartridges were made, Super 16 wasn't a thing, of course. That came later because they stopped production on those quite a while prior to that. Tom Parent, that's right. I figured it was you, Tom. I see you, Ben. Greetings from Ukraine. Yeah, Tom is a good guy. Tom gets slack sometimes for posting on the 8mm forum, unwarranted slack. Because people bash that camera, but you can just keep scrolling. Super 8 carts, but upgraded to 16mm. I assume cost is a smoking gun. Probably. Yeah, probably. It's, I guess, just much easier to just roll it up. Well, I'll say it loud and proud. I'd love to have one, Mike. I'm not even secret, but I think you're right. Most people do. Did you already talk about Kodacolor coming back? Kind of, Sprocket. How are you, buddy? I had to make some food and missed a bit. Well, we mentioned it. We didn't talk a lot. I have some coming. Yes, but it is Kodacolor. I think it's some company that bought the rights to it or something. I don't think it's Kodak Alaris. It's a lot of money, Cecil. It's a lot of money. You know, you need a lot of shekels for that one. So speaking of the 1014 XLS, so I shot that video you guys watched. It was underexposed. I shot that with that 1014 XLS. I want to show you a quick film that I shot in 2019 with the Canon 1014 XLS using the same film, Ektachrome 160, Type G film this time. I don't have it up here. Type G film. that I shot in Indiana 6 years ago, a little over 6 years ago. So you'll see Piper and Katerina, much smaller, outdoors, a little chilly. Hey, Dome? I remember my uncle's Pentax MX SLR. It was a great camera. I have one of those, and they are fantastic cameras. Oh yeah, you might be right then, Lime. I have some found film for you to process, Mr. Mike. Send it on over, Mr. Jim. Jeffrey's got the popcorn. All right, here. This is just something I filmed with the 1014 XLS 6 years ago. I just dug it up. To show you a comparison of the film I showed earlier versus this one that I shot many moons ago. And that's not it, because that's Piper. How do we turn that off? Where'd she go? Oh, I don't want to turn her off, but all right. So this is also, now this just, I shot this in auto exposure. However, I did the +2 exposure compensation. So whatever the meter read normally, it would add 2 stops to it, as opposed to just shooting it wide open. This film expired in, can't remember, I think 1996, and it was shot in 2019. Stress is not allowed here. You are right about that. My stepdad, Michael B., made that sign. Yeah, for 20 or 30-year-old Ektachrome that was a color film stock, meant to be reversed, shot 30 years later, processed as a black and white negative, I'll take it. And I did for you guys. I left the perforation in there against my better judgment for this one. Nice hair, Nicole. It's always different. Mike, what is your formula for exposing old film? You know what? There really isn't one, Jim. It is a tough proposition. Thank you, Retro. It's tough to know, to be honest. If I'm shooting Ektachrome, I always try to go about 2 stops over. If I'm shooting Kodachrome, a good rule for me is 4 stops. Square body Chewy. Square body Chevy. Yeah, he just got rid of that. That was my stepdad's. Just got here. Did I miss you talking about the Koda Canon X? Oh, because we got Super. Hey, Chad. The whole clan is here. Tina's here. Lori's here. Mick is here. Chad is here. Chad's my brother. You guys have seen him chime in. It's an art form. Hey, Charles. It's, man, it's something. You just never know with expired film how to expose it properly. So my point is, you just never know. I mean, I thought I was overexposing that Ektachrome sound film by 2 stops right here in my office, in my little studio, and it really was underexposed. I exposed that roll you just watched, overexposed it by 2 stops, and it came out pretty well. Hey, hi Chad, says Lori. Great looking footage. So, Jeffrey, that was my 1014 XLS. That was this that I shot that roll with. 6 years ago. Yes, 6 years ago. I have another film I'm going to show you guys in just a little bit. It's a fun found film. I want to show you one more quick thing. This is only like 20 seconds long.
I want to make some coffee, and I figured there's no better way.
Comparison. Now that we're on the subject of live streams, here's a comparison between Livestream 1 and Livestream 99. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Livestream 1 to Livestream 99.
I want to make some coffee, and I figured there's no better way to start my live stream than to pour some 200-degree water right next to my $500 to $800.
They're great cameras. I bought an old Canon EOS years ago for my wife. Like in 2004. I don't know. I just kind of want to show you the difference and where we've gone. I'd like to say we've progressed or advanced, But as you well know, we had 15 minutes of no audio on Livestream 100. Ooh, we've been through a lot. I talked about some interesting cameras over the years. And there's a couple. I've been wanting to do a video on this one. Do you guys remember this? This is the Zeiss Icon 16 millimeter that I bought. It came with an extra lens and some goodies, a little hand crank, some filters. I really don't know anything about this camera, but I love, love, love the look of it. I'm going to try not to drop it. Try to keep it in the light. Look at this thing. Now, I've had this for a while. I want to say maybe a year now. This is the Zeiss Icon 16 millimeter camera. It takes rolls. You there? Can you see that? Yeah. I got to be careful holding it by the strap. I mean, it's not a brand new camera. One of those has been on Pawn Stars. It is a crank camera, yes. Right here. I really don't know anything about it. I bought it because I just love it. I love it. I can't find a manual online. Yeah, they're expensive. I don't remember. I didn't pay that for this one, Jim, but I don't remember how much it was. I don't. So I found a manual where I could buy a copy, and it's not a very good copy. But I can't remember where I got the manual from, but it was just a photocopy. So you guys keep an eye out for this manual for me. I'll buy it. The 16. I'd like to have a good one where I can actually read it. You know, I mean, this isn't bad. It'll do. But, you know, the photos, it's a photocopy and they're black and white photos and everything kind of just meshes together, you know. Not terrible, but it wasn't overly cheap. I mean, they wanted like 30 bucks for the manual, and I know why, because you can't find it anywhere. So this was one of the most interesting cameras that I had obtained in the last year or so. The other most interesting camera, Jeffrey, this side towards the screen, that I have obtained is this one. Do you guys remember this one? I had to bring this out again. I had to bring it out. What is the rule? I mean, is it mine yet? It pops open. Remember this? And it's ultra wide angle. This is the Elmo Album 3600. The Elmo Album 3600. Wide angle. Here's the regular lens, right? You're just shooting la-da-dee. You have a very small zoom, 8.6 to 18. La-da-doo-doo-doo. Ooh, I'd like to go super wide with that. So what do? We just crank. Wait, we crank the other way. And we pop that out of the way. And then we have our super wide f1.2 4.6 millimeter super wide. I have a feeling, and I've talked about this before, and here's your handle. I have a feeling that this was initially made to do still photos with. You remember it, Katie. It has this little shutter release button on top, along with the trigger here. But if you pull the handle and you hold it like this, you got your finger right there on the little yellow button. There's no batteries in it, and then you just single frame. This is your single frame. I did do I didn't do a standalone video, but on one of the live streams I showed a film. I don't have it here today, but I showed a film and I took a bunch of still photos and they came out pretty darn good. I'm going to load this up. This, by the way, this camera belongs to my buddy Dave Knopp of Knopp Top. You guys know that channel, Knopp Top. He's a super, super good guy. He visited, and he came to my house, and we ran around. We shot a roll of film, and we did a bunch of fun stuff, and he was showing me this camera, and he goes, I'll just leave it here for you for a while. So while I have it, I want to, Dave Napu, while I have it, I want to experiment with it, as long as he doesn't come, you know, with the baseball bat and come knocking the door down waiting for his camera. I'm going to do some experimenting with that, and I'm going to try to shoot over 3,000 individual photographs with it. I just don't know what film I'm going to use yet. Probably going to use the new, for at least one shot, I'll use the new Whitner Cinetech 200 speed daylight film. I think it's sitting at my P.O. box right now. Sorry, Daniel, I haven't gotten there yet. But he sent me some rolls of that to test. I also have some other rolls of it that he sent me to test, but they don't have the anti-halation layer built in, so they may be a little glowy. I might have to figure out what to do there, but they'll be fun to experiment with. Hey, Manny, how are you, bud? Dave Napu. Woman in Napoleon Dynamite. I want that. My brother and I love the old Napoleon Dynamite movie. Remember the lady at the table with the Tupperware? I want that. Anyway, yeah, 200 all around. I have 120 camera for blowing up Super 8 frames. You have a 120 camera for blowing up Super 8 frame. That'd be cool. Mike, have you tried any of the new European film stocks? Well, I do have, like I was saying, Tom, I have some. I have, yes. I tried a 200, was it 200D or 400D color film? Orwo, I believe. I have tried a couple, but I'm really excited to check out this film that Whitner Cinetech has sent me. And the 200 speed really excites me because that is, like you're saying, that's a really good all-around film stock. Kodak is why I asked. I tried you know what? I'd have to dig and see. I don't remember. I'm usually a Kodak guy, but I'm all about different film stocks, so I can't remember. I cannot remember. Film books. I did an episode. Do you guys remember? Did I make a note? Livestream 12. I mean, we got to bring it way back. If you didn't tune into Livestream 12, my all-time mostestest, favoritestest filmmaking book ever, filmmaking, not filmmaking, filmmaking, was this. I've had this book at least 25 years, maybe longer. The Book of Movie Photography. I think this was from 1970. Nope, I'm wrong. 1987. I feel like it was older than that. No, 79. 1979. The Book of Movie Photography. What a journey, this book. I've read it many times. It's just the neatest book. This one, I wish Lyle was here. Quiet Pages. This would be a good one for him to thumb through. It's just the neatest, interestingest book. Not just how-to, but lots of theory, lots of instructionals. Well, that'd be how-to. Camera, film. Photographs, pictures, not the same thing. The Book of Movie Photography. David Cheshire and Alfred A. Knopf. I can't say Knopf because we already know a Knopf. There it is on the side. Can't really read that. There's the back. Now, an interesting fact, our local library has some book sales from time to time. Well, 2 book sales ago, it was this year. Again, I've had this book for 25 years probably. So my wife and I went to the book sale just a couple months ago, and I happened upon this. What about that? It just happened to see me. The Book of Photography. Yeah, I think it was 50 cents or $1. I mean, it was cheap. John Hedgecoe and Alfred A. Knopf. See there? Now, I will warn you, the back has a topless lady, but it's art. If you want to flag me, go ahead. I'll show you. So, because I showed you the back of that one. Equally as fun and interesting as the movie one, and very, very in the same vein. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Yeah. Techniques, photos. Where's Chad? Is Chad still in the house? There's a picture you got. Chad will like that. Yeah, Chad. Look at this guy, the magician with the rabbit. My brother is a professional magician. $1? I mean, what are we if we don't have our books? What is that a picture of? I can't tell, Jeffrey. What is that a picture of? Is that a little monkey or something? Woo! It's fine. Filmmaking, as in making your own film instead of buying from a film manufacturer. John Hedgecoe lectured at London's Royal College. Oh, is that right? I would love to see him. Oh, see no evil, monkey. It's so little, I'm trying to see it, but I can't. Great looking book. I took advantage of that one and bought a couple of the books mentioned back then. Did you, Mike? They're fun. I have tons of books, and I just love them all. But these happen to be my faves. Wasn't it Livestream 24? No, it was 12. It was 12. I may have shown this second book in Livestream 24, maybe. I don't know. But this chair is a little. Ooh, there's James. Jim Cahill. Uh-oh. Jim. Oh, Jim Cahill. He's always good. Mm-hmm. Can you guys see that? That's me and Piper. Is that got Cat on there too? Yep. You. What else? I have another reel. So here's the thing. I've shown 2 found film reels during these live streams, and I remember during pardon me, during one of them, okay, so here's live stream 90. I showed a parade. Now, if you've joined me for most of my live streams, at least 10 live streams ago, you'll remember the parade, and you'll remember the Ford dealer in the background, Robert H. Loud. Remember that, Jeffrey? What is the most repairs you needed to do on a camera? You know, probably just the, I'm not very good at camera repairs, but probably the Bolex 8mm cameras. I've taken those apart and just adjusted them, and with mainly just oiled them up. Like the B8L and the D8L or D8, or I can't remember all the model names. The little 8mm cameras, I've gotten relatively comfortable with taking them apart and, you know, cleaning off the old grease and oil and giving them fresh life. That's probably the extent. I've done some minimal work on still cameras, taking them apart and bending levers back in place and stuff like that. But I'm not that good at doing camera repairs. Oh, is there another picture in there, Jim? He sent me another picture. Sorry, guys. Hold on one second. Oh, there it is. The Cinelarger. That's interesting. That's interesting. You guys see that? The Cinelarger. I don't know if that's coming in for you guys. That's pretty awesome. Wow. What a great little concept. Made it back. Oh, okay, Katie, sorry, yeah. Shiny object. So, do you remember, okay, Livestream 90, I showed a found film, not one that I developed, just it's an old roll of film. It was fun. It was a parade down the street. I think it was in California, and it was at the Rose Bowl parade. And you had the Robert H. Loud dealership in the background, and I think we eventually discovered or found out or came to the conclusion that the parade was from 1971-ish, something like that. So that was Livestream 90, and then Livestream 91, I found a second film that seemed to be a continuation of that same parade. So if you want to get caught up later, look at 90 and 91. You can just skim down till you see the film. And I think that I found number 3 of this fun parade. I think I found number 3 of the parade. And oddly, this is it. And it broke, by the way, while I was scanning it. And it broke at a splice. It broke right at 50 feet. And I look and there's a splice and it's got like 60 feet of film on it for Super 8. Highly unusual. Highly unusual. So they spliced like the end of, they must have quick grabbed, another roll and started filming like the exodus and the people leaving and whatnot. So I'm going to show you that. But before I do, I'm going to ask, has anyone ever seen, I just happened upon this. Let me get the zoom camera. This is just my crappy little camera here. Roll of film, Super 8 film. We all know this style, the blue cap to hold the film in there. And we all know the rubber band with the tab, to hold the film in place so it doesn't unravel. But have you ever seen this? Can you even see it? Look at this. I'm going to take it off. Made by Kodak. It actually says Kodak on it. I have to tell you, I've seen thousands of rolls of film. See that? That says Kodak. But I've never seen one of these. There's the film. I actually don't even know what this film is. And then to hold it in, I love it. Only on small sound-only carts. This is not a sound card, is it? Maybe. I've never seen one of those holders like that. This is not sound film. That's odd. 3D printer opportunity. Maybe. Maybe. You've seen them on reel-to-reel tapes. It's made by Kodak. Has the Kodak brand on it. It's really easy to manipulate. And if you get it on there, it fits on there perfectly. The things that fascinate me. I'd just never seen it before. All right, I just had to throw that out there. All right, so you guys want to see this? I think I've seen one in a big box of my dad's old films. I wish we had a source for those. That would be exciting. It's so simple and obvious, no wonder it never became a standard. That is true. That is true. I love parade footage, and I think this is the third and final of this family filming this parade. Katie's ready. She's got her popcorn. Oops, I just moved that up there, and that's not where you go. Get out of there. All right, so we're going to start this. I just moved my chat screen. Hold on one second. All right, let me find it. Turn that camera off. There it is. There it is. All right, do you guys have your, are you guys ready? Do you have your popcorn? Do you have everything you need? There it is, Mike, the camera. All right, here you go. Let's watch this film. I believe, maybe you guys know better. I believe 1971, Tournament of Roses parade. Yes, I left the sprocket hole in there for you. I don't know what's gotten into me lately. I've been leaving the perforation in the shot. I'm so trendy. I don't even know what type of film this is, to be honest. I couldn't really tell. I have not seen that channel, Jeffrey. I did that for you, Sprocket. The Cinelarger camera was sitting in a box for years and years, and there's a roll of 120, and I have no idea what's on the film. Send it to me. We'll find out. Mickey. Huntington Sheraton. Oh, radios. It's so funny you mentioned that. That's Piper's absolute favorite movie. Disney Aristocrats of 1970. So definitely 1970. Okay. What are you laughing at? Oh, the horses. No, I don't think that's Kodachrome, Mike. Some of these are crazy, Sprocket. I don't know. I don't think this is Kodachrome. Yeah, I did that for you, Jim Cahill. Thanks, Manny. Soda Pop. Hear that song. Could never get out of my head. We had talked about this before, Retro, and I think, that'd be my guess, but I really don't know. Glendora High School, which is in California. Yeah, I like the color. Did you see where it just changed a little bit there? That's where it broke. Where it kind of blurred for a second. Because that's where they had a splice. There was a cement splice there. Coat of Chrome, Lori. I love it. My sister Lori thought the song was Coat of Chrome, not Kodachrome. I love that. Just designs are insane. I know. This is why I think it's the last one of the series, because here we are, the mass exodus. Look what they're wearing. Look at everybody was dressed to the nines. Suits, ties, dresses to go to a parade. Oof, you won't see that now. Sorry, there was a mistake in my last post. What it should have said was, Mike, have you seen UK YouTuber site GeoWizard? Tracks down mystery locations from old family still photographs. No, I have not. I have not seen that, but you know what? Let me jot that down because YouTuber GeoWizard. All right, I'll take a peek at that. Back when extreme effort went into parades. I know. Not just balloons floating. People did dress up. Looks as though the whites went way down after the splice. Yeah, and I'm sure they were shot at. I mean, they were shot concurrent, you know, were one right after the other, you know, so. Yeah, I don't know. Clean your gate. I know. Those cars. I want to put a found film together one day of just cars. Some of the, you know, kind of pick and choose from all these different films that I have of old cars. Isn't it, Mike? Or, I mean, Jeffrey, it is. It's like hipster, retro hippie style, hipster style. When are you going to film another parade, Radios? Next August. Oh, you got a long wait. Katie, those Palomino's horses look just like my Barbie's horse. Maybe a fixed, could it be, yeah, maybe a fixed lens. In the film, there's no zoom. Yeah, and everything seemed to be in pretty good focus, too, close and far. So probably. And I don't know what, I mean, I don't know what camera shot that. This is, of course, a grandiose spectacle. It's a pity that we in Ukraine didn't have access to Kodachrome during Soviet times. That is a pity. That is a pity. Yay, I found root beer barrels. Jim Cahill says, hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that little film. I believe that was the last one of the series. The last of the series. I mean, what is it if we don't have this on Livestream 100? Right? It's 3 o'clock. I have to be somewhere. I'm sorry that we didn't get the first 15 minutes because of a technical issue. But I'm going to have a little fun with a dad joke. Did I miss something? What film stock? Oh, we don't know, Jim. It's not. I could not determine what film stock it was. I filmed a car show last weekend. Awesome. Thank you, Mom. Look at my mom, Sandra B. Hello, son. Congratulations on your 100th live. I love an old-fashioned parade. I just put a pan of Spanish rice in the oven in your honor. Come eat. I wish my mom wasn't so far away. She makes the best Spanish rice on the planet. Just ask my oldest daughter, Katerina, who loves my mom's Spanish rice. Love you, Mom. Hi, Mom. I'm betting Kodachrome. Page 101. Mike was the first to comment. So on Livestream 1, so I'm going to give him that honor. Let's go to page 101. If it's terrible, it's Mike's fault. My daughter might like this one. Why do dramatic teenagers hang out in groups of 3, 5, or 7? Because they can't even. Dad jokes are never terrible. Because they can't even. How about this? You should learn sign language. It's very handy. It's actually not bad. It wasn't terrible, was it, Ben? This was actually a pretty good page. It's not a bad page. Nothing lasts forever, except for my kids' baseball games. All right, that one was bad. Yeah. We're still on page 101. I'm going to give Mike that respect. A boy gets in trouble. I haven't read this one yet. A boy gets in trouble for not listening to his mother and is sent to his room. After a few minutes, the father goes in. Do you know why you're in trouble? You disobeyed your mom, the dad says. And if I'm not allowed to do that, then you certainly aren't. Yeah. Before I got married, I had 6 theories about raising children. Now I have 6 children and no theories. My daughter's phrase, I'm so sure I know. Pop Trepica, what's the worst thing to read in sign language? Do not touch. That might be the best one yet. Thank you for being here. Woo, that one was bad. Rimshot. Wife bad. Yeah, he's single, right, Sprocket? Sounds like a bad line from a sitcom. Yes, it does. Look at Pop. With that, we had so much fun. Live stream number 100. Here's to 100 more fascinating live streams. Another great show. Thanks, Mike. Or thank you, Jim Cahill. Well, now 200 live stream. We will be at the end of the dad joke book. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for another great one. Barry, Matthew, Radios, Bonnie, Cecil. You know, I should have had my list so I didn't forget anyone. Katie, Bonnie, Lime, Ben, Jeffrey Feingold, Lori, Tina, Chad, Mom, Pop, Cecil. I think I mentioned Cecil already. Sprocket, of course. Retro. And all the ones that couldn't make it. Thank you, Dana. Huge contributor to this channel. Angus. Flying O, of course. I'd never forget you. My very first commenter. Who will be the last commenter for the 100th live stream? Jeffrey, this side towards the screen. Thank you so much again, cameraman Mike, for popping in and becoming part of this. Thank you, Rich. Stas. Jim Cahill, of course. Film Cat, Charles. Max is also a contributor. He's not here, but thank you, Max. Whew, I'm getting dizzy thinking of all these names. I think that's it. Me again. Thanks, Tom, for being here. Eric's here. Thank you, buddy. I know I missed some people, and I apologize. I do. See you at 102. 101. I know. I'm going to have to do some deleting. Jack, I can't forget you. Thank you, Jack. I know I missed some people. I apologize. I love you guys like family. Manu is here. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Mike. Maybe. Chad, thanks, bud. Love you, brother. I'll see all the family members here shortly. I will see all of my other family, my online family, at Livestream 101. Yes, it will officially be 101. I'll see you guys next Sunday. I have all intention of live streaming next Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We're back at our regular schedule. I love you guys like family. You know I do. Until the next time, peace. Thank you, guys.